Hello YouTube, SEstkr and collecting here. Well, apparently, if you know, you know, issued a video challenge. Favorite piece of silver in your whole stack. Well, since my name is now Stacking and Collecting, I kind of have to do one of each. A piece of bullion, a piece of numismatic, and since I'm doing currency, a piece of currency as well. So, because these all tie together. The first item up is the Stone Mountain commemorative $50. For many reasons, more than the Confederate part, this was a gift from the SEstkr. This was picked up at my very first coin show in Dalton, Georgia. He gifted this to me, among other things. And I submitted it, got it graded. It's an AU58. It's a nice dark example. Hasn't been cleaned. It's not a problem coin. You know, I appreciate our veterans of other wars. World War I, for example. World War II, Vietnam. My dad's a Vietnam veteran. Korea, you know, Gulf, everything. I appreciate our soldiers, because without them, we would not have freedom. But there's the Confederate history is big with me because I have an actual ancestor that fought in the Georgia Army. His name is William Thomas Bill Bailey. He enlisted in Company C, Georgia 16th Infantry. On 13 July 1861, mustered out on 30 January 1865 as a private, born on December 15th, 1832 in Lancaster, South Carolina, died as a farmer in Hart County, Georgia on February 7th, 1915, and he is the, gets down here, he is the grandfather to Robert Lee Bailey, who is my granddad. So 3 times granddad. Never knew him, never met the man, but just knowing that that he fought for his country and his countrymen. You know, the country was divided, much like it is now. These people, they fought for some things that were wrong. Slavery, you know, was one major one, but they did what they thought they had to do to protect their homeland, and so. He died in, you know, he fought in defense of his home and his homeland and his family. And I make it a regular routine to honor him. So there's his picture. I looked all this up on my ancestry. Anyway, next item up came from Emerald Coast SEstkr not very long ago. Sent me a Confederate naval jack here, flag. Many people call this the battle flag. The battle flag is square, not rectangle. So if I'm in the Sons of Confederate Veterans, I know the difference between flags. This is a naval jack. But anyhow, he sent me this as a gift. I think it's probably a Silvertown is my best guess. But again, my favorite piece of bullion, because once again, it was a gift from the coast. And, you know, and it's part of my Confederate group that I'm trying to collect. This is one of the major things I'm trying to collect. I'm putting together a top set, but I really like the Confederate side of things because it is history. And Confederate dead and Confederate soldiers who were still alive have all been deemed American, you know, American soldiers. I could hunt up the act and all that and give you the number. But anyway, all Confederate dead and Confederate soldiers who were still alive at that time were deemed American soldiers by Lincoln himself. This was during the Reconstruction phase and all that. So anyhow, next up, I have a South Carolina bill, which is where my ancestors were from, but this one just kind of tied in a little bit better. This is one of the generic And I call it generic because so many of the Confederate bills are state, state issued, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, Mississippi. But this is one of the main ones that was carried throughout, all the states. And so this is my Confederate $10 bill, Confederate States of America, and not in the best shape. Obviously, you look, it's kind of tore the way it's cut and everything, but still a piece of history, valid piece of history. So I wanted to do this today since Fish issued the challenge. So these are my favorite things, my favorite numismatic, my favorite bullion piece, my favorite note for the time being, and just kind of wanted to again honor my ancestors who did what they thought was right. Obviously, part of the things they fought for were wrong again, but it's all still American history, regardless of what you're being told by the higher ups nowadays. It's all American history. And it's important for us to remember all American history. George Washington Carver, all the way up through Robert E. Lee. It's all history. It's all important. And we should remember it all. So that's what I have for you today. That's my video. God bless. Have a good one. This is SEstkr and collecting. We'll check you later.